They wanted us to say yes, but after watching this episode, we were saying no. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Entertainment here to review The Walking Dead Season 7, Episode
12.
12.
Say yes. Yeah. Right. 95th episode of The Walking Dead. I'm done. See watching this episode, folks, right? I don't need to see a 20-minute build-up, a 20-minute warm-up for like a 99 telly here for Rick and Michonne scanning and scoping out a field in which they can take guns. I'm beyond that. See 95 episodes in the television show. You should be near the end game, or you've overshot the runway. Correct?
Yes.
We should. That is The Walking Dead's problem, right? See with like other TV shows, see by the time you've hit the 95th episode part, it should be done or you're wrapping things up. The Walking Dead, we are in a fucking state of limbo here. It's a simple case of dragging out. We've seen this all before. How many times?
We're effectively just past the halfway mark.
Know why last episode, right, was actually good? Because we were at the sanctuary and we got to see Eugene.
Something that we hadn't seen before.
Yes, but
Something new.
This episode is everything we've seen before. Them looting. And by the way,
and the last episode was fucking just Eugene basically sitting with Negan's wives. And you might think on paper, well, how's that a good episode? But it's something we hadn't seen before. We've seen a different side of Eugene. We've seen women interested in Eugene. It just made no sense. But it was something we're not used to. This episode was just this love fucking angle with Rick and Michonne getting shoved down our throat. And them just luckily coming across supplies, guns, food, and then coming up with a plan to try and take down what? I mean, they spend time coming up with a plan, so they're trying to get you to believe that taking down the walkers is going to be hard, but at the same time, throughout the entire plan of taking down the walkers, they were laughing and joking with each other. Oh, do you want to take the left or do you want to take the right, Ricky boy? I mean, like, what the fuck is going on here?
It's so forced, right? It is so forced.
No, but they're treating the walkers like a joke. It's all fun and games, but they want us to believe that there's an actual threat going on here. And then they try, I mean, I wouldn't even call it a cop-out kill, because you'd have to be mentally retarded to actually believe that Rick died here. So Rick, falls off. I mean, can we just cover this, or do we need to?
Well, what I want to just say is about the comedy stuff, right? It feels forced.
I don't want comedy stuff.
Well, they tried to force it. You Rick and Michonne
there's
laughing,
nothing funny about
falling
this.
through roofs, and oh look, here, Michonne. This is mac and fucking cheese and chili
combined.
I don't see. I just don't feel a rapport between these two. It feels so phony. It feels so forced.
I wonder why these two have been forced together. Who knows there? But right, so basically they're looking for guns. They need guns because the hillbillies, the swamp people, the dumpster people, the trash,
the mill, the shite,
the mundane they want guns.
Trailer whip.
The trailer trash people. They need
jobbers.
They need right. That's plenty. The trailer trash people need guns for them to attempt to team up with Rick and take down Negan. So Michonne and Rick, they go on their own way to try and find guns, and Rosita is moping around, just fucking being very depressing here.
Not one fucking scene this season has Rosita went to Rick or someone high like Rick.
You're a coward. This leadership sucks. We should be fighting back.
It's funny that when Spencer did it.
He's a bastard.
Yeah, he's this.
Rick threatens to back. I'll break your face.
Rosita did not fucking stand up for Spencer in the slightest. Now, albeit it's not like Spencer really wanted all out war with Negan, but Spencer called out Rick and all his flaws, and that basically he's led them down this path and got everyone killed. And Rosita just sits there and doesn't back. It was her boyfriend, by the way.
It's a very poor attempt. They were seeing each other, but let's not pretend it was the greatest fucking romance we'd ever seen on TV.
No, because that would belong to Rick and Michonne, wouldn't it? Of course.
Right, so she's moping around. Tara tries to help her with her scar, and she's like, "I don't need your help." And then she just walks off. I need guns. And it sounds like Claymore, Jesus Christ.
I fucking wish it was Claymore.
Yeah, so I don't know, just Rosita.
Also, why are all... Yeah, fuck Rosita, boring bastard. We'll revisit her at the end. Right, why is all these walkers walking around these fields? Military, civilians, well, what killed them? Rick alludes to the fact they got into a massive shootout, but I did not see any bullet holes or evidence of a shootout other than the bullets on the floor, the shells. Are we seriously led to believe here that everybody in this amusement park got killed in a gunfight? That is unrealistic. People would escape. People would fucking leave.
Maybe you could argue that people that didn't die have already left, but why?
We're talking about a couple of hundred walkers here.
I mean, like, why wouldn't the people that won the gunfight take the guns? I don't know. Very strange. We just see, like, loads of military people, and it's just convenient for Rick and Michonne to be able to take their guns. Oh, they fall through a roof, they land in this, like, I don't know, like, room, and it's got all this ready-to-eat, ready-made meals, so they've just looked into it. Just garbage. They start eating different flavours. Oh, I've got brisket and gravy. Oh, I've got sweet chili, con carne. Oh, I've got this, I've got that. Rick's then like, we don't need to rush back. Rick's like, we could just stay here. Who cares if the guns are a few days late? So, they find this food, and Rick's thoughts is, here, see my fucking son that's at home starving? Fuck him. We're going to... me and you are just going to chill out here and we'll eat all this food. And I don't know what's happening here. Maybe Negan's went back to Alexandria. Maybe he shot out Carl's Ollery, but I don't care, because we're going to sit here. We're going to sit here and eat ready-to-eat meals or whatnot.
Rick was very adamant that, here, we can take as long as we want, baby. You know what I mean?
But you don't know when Negan can show up 4 days early.
I know.
So,
and
I mean...
also, the fact that Daryl hasn't been found, Negan kind of made a point of like, well, I'm going to keep coming back until you've got him.
Yeah, it's just dumb. They then fucking jump in it. They try and take down the walkers. They kill some with their melee weapons, and then they jump in a car. Michonne jumps into the boot, the trunk. Rick jumps into the driver's seat. There's one walker that is like halfway through the windshield. Rick tries to pull it out, and he ends up just like pulling all his body parts off. It's like
bullshit.
I mean, look how weak walkers are shown to be, but at the same time, these things can run and support their own weight and overpower people. How the fuck did that walker take down Dale? Oh, but that was earlier in the show when the walkers were fresher. I mean, it's bullshit though. I mean, it is bullshit how easy these things fall apart. If these things could just get their limbs pulled off, they wouldn't be able to stand and support their own weight. But anyway, walkers just look so retarded. And
there was a CGI Deer. How did Michonne get out the back of the boot when it wasn't? It didn't appear to be connected to the back of the car.
Yeah, and like Rick and Michonne, so Rick's in the front seat, Michonne's in the boot. She's like, oh, did we overshoot the gap? Because we were trying to block up this gap with the car. And Rick's like, I think we did. And she went, you think or you know? And then he laughs. He's like, I know. And they're stuck in this car, and you've got like 15, 20 walkers surrounding the car. And this should be a situation where you're thinking, well, they're fucked.
Yep.
They're dead. They're in trouble. There's no wait for them here. But they're laughing and joking the entire time. And we've seen something similar in the Daryl Dixon show. Remember, they were stuck in a car, and he decided to shoot that into some 2 super infected walkers and then just killed them easily.
Ridiculous. Really ridiculous that was. But, I mean, Rick spots the deer. He climbs to the top of the Ferris wheel, takes a shot at it, falls. Michonne then comes in as Rick's firing his last bullets off. She thinks he's dead. Right, as you pointed out earlier, you would have to be mentally fucking challenged. You know, mentally ill, retarded, you name it. Spasticate it, that's plenty. You would have to be all the above to actually believe that Rick Grimes dies off screen like this. Because he just didn't. And like the phony acting Michonne.
Yeah, but she was literally there when literally 2 seconds ago when he was just shooting off rounds. And she thinks he's being devoured by walkers without saying anything.
I know, right? It's The Walking Dead. Not many shows have zombies and like supernatural shit like this, right? But how many... Look across the other TV shows. How many cop-outs has there been of characters' deaths? The Walking Dead, I feel like it does. I feel like it does about 10 a fucking season, man. Not of Rick, by the way. I'm talking across the board. How many cop-outs do we need?
Yeah, Rick then appears. He's alive. Michonne was crying. It's just standing there. It turns out... I don't think it was the deer that got killed, by the way. It looked like a baby fucking lamb or something. I don't know. It was like a fawn or something. Or
which would be a
baby deer. I know, but it wasn't that one that Rick seen. Unless,
way it was an animal.
unless they ate 90% of it.
Well, it could have been that. We've seen Tara babysitting Judith and basically like, here, should I tell them about the ocean side?
Nobody cares. Nobody fucking cares. Oh, but if I tell them Rick will want their guns and then there'll be a shootout and we'll all die, but we shouldn't die because they should team up with us to take on the Saviors because they killed their sons, their brothers, and their husbands. But they don't want to fight. They want to survive. You know, it's like, why on... It just logically makes no sense, this show, because, like, look at the groups, like, look at the protagonist groups, right? They want to portray that the women are just as good. Actually, they've got to the point now where the women are actually better fighters than the men. Like, all these groups are either led by women or have, like, strong women leaders. But the Saviors wiped out all the men in this group. Now, why is that?
Is it because they're inferior?
No, yeah,
No.
but you know, it's bullshit. Obviously, like, he was taking out the people that were threats. It's like...
Including the 12-year-old boys.
You know, the same reason fucking Negan bashed in Glenn and Abraham. So it just doesn't go.
But see, why would Negan kill 12-year-old boys but then think Carl's so fucking great at, what, 13? Literally sparing his life after he's killed, like, people in the sanctuary? The logic of this show knows no fucking bounds, man. It's straight up retarded. Simplified, man. And fucking let's just move on. Crap. What happens? Rick and Michonne, they get the guns, they deliver it to Jadis in the back of your fan.
Michonne's upset. She says, Rick, you can... Once we get rid of Negan, we're going to need a leader to help the community. Someone's going to need to, bond and unite the communities and be like that pillar, the guy that connects everything, a leader, and that needs to be you. Then Rick says, I don't want to do it. I want us to do it. Me and you. We can lead this together as long as you want to. And Michonne's like, yeah, I do. Just so fucking lame. I mean, they've castrated Rick now to the point where he can't even be a leader now. He has to lead with Michonne. It has to be this interracial couple that has to lead together. I mean, like, when the fuck did Rick in season 1 or season 2 fucking hold Laurie's hand 24/7 and ask
Pedro?
It just doesn't make any sense. Like, Rick can't even be a leader now. And is it because if he's a leader that makes him look superior to Michonne, and they can't have that because we're 50-50?
Yeah, Michonne is a decent fighter, right? Since day one. Is she the sort of person that can be a leader? In my personal opinion, no. She fucking can't be.
Never shown any sort of leadership
Rick
qualities.
was very adamant in this conversation that that's not for me. I can't do that. But then he was like, but I'll do it if you do it, sort of thing. What does Michonne bring to the table, man? It wasn't a case of, here, Rick, you lead it, but I'll lean in your ear if you need me. It was not 50-50 straight down the fucking middle. Ridiculous. And also, what about King Ezekiel? He's the king. So is Rick and Michonne just going to fucking lead over him? Like Negan does?
Doesn't make any sense. Rosita then visits Sasha. She brings her a fucking sniper rifle. Says, here, we can take him out. And Sasha says, I want to be the one that takes a shot. Aye. Even the whole Sasha thing, I mean, she's a great shot, but Tyrese can't hit shit.
It's enough, yeah, you're right. It's like two women here discussing, like, oh yeah, we're going to snipe Negan. I mean, you could argue, well, there's nobody left in Rick's group.
No, but Rosita and they're the real fighters. They're the heroes here. They're the good. They're the standout performers in Rick's group. But when it comes to a line, Negan's not going to bash them over the head. So it's just.
But he'll kill 12-year-olds.
The show's fucking retarded. It's like, on one hand, they want you to believe that the women are better fighters and that the women are more serious and that women are just superior and better to men. But at the same time, when it comes to Negan picking at someone on a line, it's like, oh, you can't kill her, she's a woman. It's like, what the... well, make up your fucking mind here. They're either weaker, inferior, damsels in distress that it would be seen too far as to kill them on TV with a big man hitting them over the head with a baseball bat.
Let's just say...
No, but you either have one or the other.
Let's just say...
No, but see... Let's just say wit.
Let's just say
Let's just say wit. No, but look at season 2.
If Sasha's the best sniper, right? Then killing her's better than killing Glenn, because Glenn's not the best at anything.
No, but look
unless
at
Negan wants to
but
fucking
look at
pizza delivered.
but look at season 2. See if they're out in see if they're on the barn having a wee drink in Herschel's farm, and Negan rocks up there, and he gets them to sit in a line, and he picks to kill like Shane or Daryl or Rick, and he's like, oh, you know what, it wouldn't be very manly of me to kill like fucking 85-pound Laurie or Beth or Patricia. No, but you could say, oh, well, fair enough. That's fine, isn't it?
That's fine, Negan.
But see,
walk away with the man.
But see now, or he takes them T-Dog, racist. But see now, right, that we're in season 7, and for seasons now, the push the women is like just as good. Oh, we're equal, equality. I don't see how you can have it equality one way, but not the other way.
No. You can't pretend they're the best fighters and key members of the group, but then when you come under threat, they can't be killed because they're.
Oh, Negan would never kill a woman, but the women in Rick's group are the best fighters that are killing on Negan's men. You see how it doesn't really fucking work here. See if it's like the women back in season 2 that are just in the kitchen and they're scared to go out and they're cooking and cleaning. Then it makes sense. That makes sense. Yes.
Yep.
Season 7 does not make sense. Am I the only one that's seen this? Like,
Well, I mean, I've just agreed with you.
No, but you see where I'm coming from.
Oh, fucking course I do. You're not speaking on the fucking a brick wall here.
Yeah,
the logic's fucking retarded.
It's absolutely retarded.
Like I said, because they're building up Sasha as the best sniper shot here, why receivers went to her. Therefore, I know Negan doesn't know it, but therefore, it would make more sense for Negan to kill Sasha in the lineup over Glenn, because she's actually a better sniper shot than Glenn, but he can't kill women. Like, why is he killing a 10-year-old, 12-year-old boy at the Oceanside? But, like, sparing some of the top women at the Oceanside who clearly know their way around a gun. Well, where's the logic in that?
Yeah, it would be like someone in Game of Thrones, like, refusing to get in a sword battle with that Brianna Tarth, and then just getting mowed down. Oh, I can't fight her in a duel because she's a woman. And then they basically just let her, fucking decapitate them or something. It's like,
realistically, the only person, right? I mean, you can maybe the only two people that should have been maybe exempt from that lineup, but despite being there, was probably Maggie and Carl, because Carl's a kid and Maggie was pregnant and very sick, and therefore that would make Negan look weak, I guess, by killing her. But the rest of the women should have been fair game.
Well, I mean, I don't want to cross into The Last of Us just yet, because this will be a Fury fid probably, I think, in about maybe next season, actually. But honestly, I've never understood this whole pregnancy thing by the immunity, and I will explain why. So, let's say Negan is a female. Let's say for arguments, and she's a bastard. She kills people. Look at the way she leads the saviors. Blah blah blah. And then let's say she gets pregnant, but from the time that she gets pregnant, that is essentially when Rick finds all the guns, and Rick finds the numbers, and that by that time, from like her leading and killing all these people, till the time where Rick actually gets the capabilities to fight back, in that period of time, Negan, who is a female, becomes pregnant. It's now of a sudden unethical for Rick to kill her.
Yeah, but what my point
was... I want that answered.
But maybe it would be, because that's just the way the old age of life.
You think Negan's horrible, evil, deserves to die? No way they can let him live.
But then it would.
Yes or no?
A whole different argument about your view on abortion. Well, you actually killing the kid, or is the kid no real yet? You know what I mean? That's what people have boiled down to. My point with Maggie is that she was very weak and on the verge of dying, not just that she was pregnant.
I want to go back to my point.
I would
say Negan's a female.
No.
And he gets pregnant as soon as Rick gets the guns. So say Rick's got a gun and he's about to...
maybe he did get pregnant, that's why he spared him.
No, Negan... No, here's the argument, right? Season 7, Season 8, the fight, boom, Rick's group wins. The Saviors are beat. Rick points a revolver at Negan's head, who's a female, and he says, "Any last words?" He's not keeping her alive because Carl didn't say that shit about being friends and whatnot.
Which is
And
just pathetic, by the way.
and Negan says, "I'm pregnant." And Rick's like, "Oh, well, see all that, see those hundreds of people that he killed. And we'll let it go because that's retarded, man.
No, it is retarded. But let's be honest, right? Even 10 years ago, when these seasons came out, they're never having Rick Grimes kill a pregnant woman, even if they are the next Hitler.
No, they're not. But I'm just putting that into. I'm just putting that out there, like.
Yeah, I know, but we're talking about taking the first steps towards Negan killing a woman. He can't go from not killing any of them to killing a pregnant sick one before he kills the ones that are like able to fight and best.
I do agree with you say, but it's just the fact that we were talking about The Last of Us yesterday, and that like brought something up in my mind that happens in The Last of Us.
Like we can talk about, like you look at that lineup. Michonne's better than Aaron. Eugene's unique because he is a very smart individual, but Negan didn't know that. You know what I mean? It's like Sasha, Rosita, and Michonne. I would say by the time that lineup appears, they are on like equal fucking playing field as most of the men there, apart from Rick, Daryl, and Abraham. They're, in terms of like a fighter perspective, they're probably on a level playing field with the likes. I'd say they're all above Aaron. They're nip and tat with body like Glenn.
Hold on. You view them behind Abraham and shit. I don't think the show does.
Yeah, I know.
I see The Walking Dead. See going into that season 6 finale. I don't think the show would come out, and I don't think they'd say, "Oh, Michonne and Sasha, they would never have a chance in a fight against Abraham."
See your 15-year military experience. It's not quite worth shooting at cans in a field for 10 minutes. You big ginger bastard. Anyway, what we're rating it? I'm giving it a 3 out of 10.
That's generous.
I thought this was tragic.
But I don't know.
This is the problem with a 16-episode season.
I actually don't know how people can say Still's the worst episode when things like this exist.
No. Just filler. This is what happens when you get a 16-episode season.
So you thought this was better than Daredevil Born Again? Episode 1? You gave that a 2?
I think it was. That was fucking shit.
That
was a show premiere.
I'm giving this a 2.
Right, that's a 2.5. But this is The Walking Dead's problem, right? I haven't watched an episode in like season 11. But how much do you bet, right, when we go into like how much do you bet when we go into like season 11, like the last 5 episodes, you're still getting scenes where they take like 15, 20 minutes scoping out a building? It's like, who gives a fuck? You know what I mean? Who cares? It's like, see, realistically, right?
All I remember is that season 10 opener where they're on the beach and they're going to like formations.
No, but I know that was crap. But see, by the end of Breaking Bad, we don't need to see Walter making meth. You know what I mean? A big, like, massive 10-minute montage in like the last 2 episodes. That ship is sailed. You know what I mean? That ship is out the fucking window, out the door. It is what it is. You know what I mean? It's like just fucking with The Walking Dead, though. It's not like these other shows that it gets associated with, because it went about 3 or 4 seasons too long. And you're seeing the problems being created, like these episodes. Like, yeah, you might get an episode like last time out, 7 out of 10. Season 6 ending, season 7 premiere, where it's like, oh, they're like 8s, 9s, 10 episodes. But when it's bad, it's fucking bad.
Isn't it?
See to think that Andrew Lincoln was getting like $2 million an episode. Fuck, what a gift.
Yeah, I mean,
are we getting $2 million out of
no,
you?
we're not.
Right, we're gonna wrap up, man. 2.5. I fucking ranted and raved too much about this. Anyway, peace.